Hey guys, welcome to another Leetcode video. Today we're going to be solving Leetcode 566, Reshape the Matrix. So we're told that in MATLAB there is a handy function called Reshape, which can reshape an M by N matrix into a new one with a different size of R by C, keeping its original data. So we're given an M N matrix called mat, and we need to and two integers R and C representing the number of rows and the number of columns of the wanted reshaped matrix. We're told that the reshaped matrix should be filled with all the elements of the original matrix in the same row traversing order as they were, and if the reshape operation with given parameters is possible and legal, output the new reshaped matrix, otherwise just output the original matrix. And we're given an example here where we only need one row but 4 columns, so we create a single row with 4 individual columns. And here we want 2 rows but 4 columns, so 1, 2, 3, 4 columns and 2 rows. So basically the exact same of what was given in, and we're also given some constraints. So we can start off by defining the length of our rows and columns. So the length of our rows is always going to be length of our matrix, and cols is going to be equal to length of our matrix, the first element in our matrix, so the first row. Now let's have a look at our base case and check if the reshape operation is even possible. So we'll say if n times n does not equal to r times c, well then we simply just return the matrix. And the way this works is, in this example, we've got 2 rows and 2 columns, so 2 times 2 is 4. R and C is 4, R is 1. 1 times 4 is also 4, so 4 equals 4, and therefore we know that the matrix can be reshaped. But if this weren't the case, then we would just return the original matrix because it wouldn't be possible to reshape the matrix. The next thing we're going to do is flattening our matrix. So let's create an empty list called flat. We're going to say for I, we're going to iterate through rows, and then we can iterate through all the columns. And we're going to say flat dot append matrix of I and j. So once these 2 for loops are finished completing, we'll get a flattened matrix. So it will just be like this, just a single 1D list. And now that we've got our flattened matrix, well, now we can actually reshape our matrix. So let's put a comment here as well. Flattening matrix, and now we're reshaping the matrix. So let's create our output matrix, and now we're also going to set our index of where we are in our flattened matrix. So by default we'll start off at 0, and then we'll say for I in range of R, let's create our new row equal to an empty list, and then for C, also for J, I don't want to override C, for J in range of C, we'll say new row, and we'll append matrix of I and J. So actually we have our index over here, so the flat index is what we will append, and then we need to increment our index by 1, and then say output, so add that new row to our output, so output dot append new row. And now we will have our completely reshaped matrix, so we can just return output. So now let's run. Is not defined. Oh, it's not m dot times by n, it's rows times by cols. Now let's run our code again. Amazing. And now let's submit our code. And it looks like we passed all 57 test cases. So yeah, I hope this solution made sense to you guys. And I'll catch you in the next Leetcode video. Thank you and bye.